Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Today we are going to play with some tea bags. I'm going to make a special page in the romantic journal, and it's going to go on this page right here. So I want to get started with that. It's going to be really pretty. So I've been doing my tooling around and snooping around on Pinterest. And I've been collecting my tea bags because I do know that there's tea bag art out there. So I've been inspired through some images and different things that I have found. Just cleaning my desk off here a little bit, that I have found on Pinterest. And I want to share with you what I am doing and how I am making this. So every night I do have a cup of tea. I like to have my sleepy time tea. And I usually have, a little snack to go with it. So I've been saving some of my tea bags. My husband likes to have pomegranate tea at night. So you're going to see the difference in the color. So this is the sleepy time tea here. And the pomegranate has a little bit of a pinkish cast to it. This here, you can see the green tea with pomegranate. This I ripped off one of the tea bags that I saved. I want to incorporate that, but you can kind of see where this is a little pinkish in color, and you'll see that even better in the piece that I've already started. I'm going to bring forward. I took out some purple thread. I think this is it's all purpose, and I guess it's just purple. It doesn't really give a color name. And I doubled it up, okay? I wanted to use a double strand on this. So I have my needle and thread. And like I said, I've already done a little bit. So let me bring it forward. So this is, I think you can see this okay. I should probably have a piece of black paper behind it so you can see it a little bit better. The tea bags, I think, are a little more delicate than using tissue paper. You can see here I have stitched already some X's up in here using the purple. And I'm going to stitch, I think, down here a little bit here. And then I'm going to stitch up. But I'm going to be attaching something here. So you can tell this is the pomegranate, where you can see it's more of has a pinkish hue to it. These here I did not rip apart. I left these two bags that I used intact. I just ripped the top. So these are actually, you can use as a little pocket here, and if you want to slide something underneath this one, you could rip it as such, and you could slide something under here. So you can see that's open there, which I'm going to leave that open. I don't know. I'm still playing with this, but I wanted to play with you, so you might be able to get some ideas. And then there's the little pocket here. So what I've pulled is I have these three images of two really sweet little girls here. All right. And then I have this picture of, I'm going to say, is their mom. And they all have something in common, which they're just very sweet images. So I have those. I also cut out some of the German stickers that I have. I want to use these here. And the other thing that I want to do, I also have this feather, which I thought would really, really be pretty if I could incorporate this, somewhere. I'm thinking, here, and I would have to stitch that on. And then I have, which I'm going to use, is I have these here. It's not washi tape, it's just tape. And I'm going to show you how I did this. It's very easy. And you can do it with anything. You can do it with children's books. So if you're not one to want to go out and purchase washi tape, all these S's, washi, I'm having trouble with them this morning. Hues and so, but if you don't want to go out and purchase washi tape, you can make your own. But I like this. I thought I might incorporate some of these in there. And I'm just going to show you how to do that real quick. So you're going to find an old, and it has to be, I think, a vintage book page, because it comes up the best. And all you're going to do is you're going to take your tape. Where did my roll of tape go? My scotch tape. Here it is. This one here is magic tape. This might be a little bit thicker, might be a little bit better if you have a transparent tape. And you can decide just how big you want to have your piece. And all you're going to do is you're going to take your tape and you're going to put it down and you're just going to rip it up. So see how that works? And then you can come over here. So see, you already have a nice little piece of so-called handmade washi tape. And I'm going to make another long one. And it is nice when you have it ripped on the bottom, because you still have some plain there on the bottom. There you go. And then maybe just, if you want to just put the little word plant up here. So we have that one there. So I'm going to set all of these right over here. So I can use those. I can incorporate them. I'll just put them over here so you can see them. Okay, but you can do this with florals, images, whatever you want to do, and it's just kind of fun. So I'm going to go back to my tea bags, and I think I am going to grab a piece of dark paper. It might be just better for you to see all of this. There's my brown piece of paper, and I think this will be better for you, because it just kind of, it was blending in with my background. So I'm going to take these, move these up here. And I think when you work with something like this, you're going to want to, in your journal, you're going to want to put something like this on a darker page. So what I did, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. What I did here was, these are the pomegranate, like I said, the tea bags, and I just ripped them. I opened them up into the long way like this. They're a little bit bigger, they're a little bit longer, and then I just ripped them, and I made a little mosaic pattern with them. And you can see here where I put just touches of glue just to hold them down. I did that because I thought I was going to run this through my sewing machine and maybe do some stitches, but because it's very frail, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to get it caught in my foot or anything like that. So I decided to get out the thread and do some stitching. So I think maybe I'll do the layout first on this. So I have my photos here, like I said, and I wanted to have her just tucked in here like this. And I wanted her looking up. But again, my dilemma is I've been looking for certain pieces to put up here. And I really haven't been able to find any. I did run off a couple birds that I ran off on tissue paper. And I don't really know if I want to incorporate them or not. I don't think so. I just kind of like this up here. I may do something else on the page where, you know, she's looking up and she's reading something or taking note of something. That's why I thought maybe the tea bag might be kind of fun to put up in this area or down below. But I want to incorporate that. Then I have this gal here, and I'm going to just tuck her right down inside here. And then I'm putting their lovely mom right in this area here. So I think for now, I think I can get these fine gals. Let me lower this down a little bit. I think I can get them glued down. But before I do that, I have this here. I cut this one out, and I was thinking about attaching this one here like this. And then I want to attach the violets, I think maybe right up here in this section right there. I thought that would be pretty because you're going to need something to tie all of them together. Then I had the feather, and that's where I thought I could attach this feather right here. And then by attaching that, I'd have to sew. I would be sewing this on. So what I want to do is I'm going to get all of these glued down first, and then we can put it in the book to see our space and what we have going on and what we can add. Or so these little ladies here, I'm going to just attach in here. I'll ink them up a little bit. And I know these are stickers, but I'm going to glue them on just like this. And I think you have to be careful, because if you're gluing anything on, it will come through on the other end. So see, the glue is there. So I'm just going to grab, while I'm gluing, I'm going to grab this paper here out of this book because I really don't want to bugger up my paper. Okay, so we have that one. We'll put this on after. But I've been eyeing this tea bag art for a while now on Pinterest. I like to go on Pinterest at night, and I didn't bugger her up. That's all right. And I like to get ideas and just kind of make them my own and see what can and can't be done in my mind. Some of I'd love to be able to do watercolor on these tea, but I'm not. I'm nowhere near creating watercolor art on tea bags. I mean, you really have to. The only other thing I would do is I have a couple really nice stamps of small buildings. The next thing I'm going to try to do is take those tea bags and stamp them. And then watercolor them while they're stamped and see how they come out. But I'll do that some afternoon off camera just to play with it and see how it does. Okay, so we have these glued down. I like this here, but I'm thinking that it needs a little something. I think it's a little too plain, so I'm going to try one of these little pieces here. Maybe that one there. And maybe that there like that. We have this here. And I'm wondering, let's just rip this. We'll put that there. Put that there. Maybe that there like that. I do like these on there. Maybe that one down there like that. Okay, so let's do that. That'll be our next. And I'm not going to ink these up or anything. I just want them to sit on there and be who they are. I'm just going to go around the edges. This I have to lift up here. There's that. And you can see that art glitter glue does work right in, so it doesn't really look like there's any glue on there. And this I'm going to put just a small little bit there. So I will move that. We're going to put there like that. We will now, I'm going to now put this on. So I hope everybody is having some good creative days. I hope you're all well and healthy. And I hope this inspires you to try something like this as well. I just think it's so pretty. And then this we were going to put on the bottom, right? Or were we going to put that there? We were going to put it this way. And that one's not glued down yet. Okay. Put this one there. And I'm just going to put a little dab right there just to hold that down. so that doesn't get ripped up when the other page, when it folds over onto it. Okay. All right, so that's what we have so far. And I'm wondering, so let's bring the book over, and I want to see how this is all going to fit on the page here. Let's bring this back here. Let me find the page. Oh gosh, where did we go? Where did it go? I know it's here. It hasn't left the book. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Bear with me. I could be flipping through this with you so you can see what... oh, right here. So this is the page I wanted on. Isn't that going to be pretty? So I just want to see how much room we have. And let's see. Okay, we got that. What else? And I think I would take some of these that are left over. And I think I would add these, one to the top and one down here towards the bottom. This one I think is too long. I don't want it to attach. So maybe I can rip this a little bit. Maybe add that up around there. One down here. Maybe put that there. I don't really want that there. I think that would be fine. Now, I was talking about that feather. I don't know if this will... I don't think we're going to add the feather, because when you close, I'd love to add that feather there, but I just not sure about closing that page there. But I think it might be okay. But I don't want, I think it would be overpowering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add, I think all it needs is a few more stitches, and then I'm going to attach this on here as well. And I'm thinking, let me get the stitches on first. So when you're working, excuse me, when you're working with, this is, again, it's very fragile, so you have to be very careful with it. I'm going to just put a little bit of glue. Actually, that needed to go up here. So I'm going to take this glue off of here, and I can say goodbye to this piece of paper. I can see that. And I'm going to attach this. That needed to go up here, over that, not under it. Okay. And then maybe I can take, maybe I could take just a little tiny bit of this and put that there. I'd like to put a little something there. I'll take a look after we get it stitched. All right, so let me grab this. So when I stitch this, I'm going to start up here just because it's a little bit thicker. And you're just going to kind of want to keep it flat and stitch it this way, because you really don't want to rip and tear this paper, especially after you get most of it, most of your items on here. And I'm going to also tell you, sometimes your thread may come like this. Don't just try to pull it. Do your best, because it's fine, and see which thread needs to be pulled, and then just do it that way. Because the last thing that you want is to have a big tear. A big tear in your tea bag. And all your stitches, they do not have to be a cross stitch. They can be a back and forth stitch. This I'm just doing, I don't think I'm going to do, I may not do a cross stitch here. I may just have it where it looks like it's just being held together with a stitch such as this. And then as you get down, to a more delicate area where you just have one piece, like this is one piece up here, you're especially going to want to be careful with it. And then I think what I'm going to do here is just to give this a little bit more I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this across. I'm just wondering if I want to do some straight stitching down. I think I will. And I'm going to tell you why I'm coming over to the side a little bit. It's so when I come back up, I can tie it off where at this base here, I can run it, thread it right back up through. And you just have to be patient and careful when you're making these little running stitches on the tea bags. And I don't want to get that close, because if it rips, then it's going to look like one stitch. So hopefully I'll have enough thread to come down and go back up. And then I can just kind of tie it off. That's right towards the bottom, so you have to be careful. All right, so this here, this will be my last row. Just because I don't have a lot of thread left. And one more. Okay. And I'm kind of going underneath that little bit of, my goodness, material that's hanging over. And of course, we're getting a knot right at the very end here. There we go. So again, just don't pull, because you do not want it to. There we go. All right, and then I think I'll get another piece, and I will head up. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to tie my threads together here. I'm going to do that, and then we will go up the side. All right, so I lowered the camera and I want to show you how I tie my two little threads here together, if I can. I do have a little bit of glue on my fingertips, but I will show you. And I just, if I can get this around here, I just tie it off like this. I've always done it this way. There may be an easier way to do this. Then I take my longer thread and I come through. I just don't want to tear this paper. Usually if I have material or my counted cross stitch, it goes much easier, but I'm just being very careful with this. And then I take this one and I do the same thing. And then it's nice and tight to whatever I'm working on. There. And I know it's not going to come apart. And then I can just snip it close. And that's really the only reason I do it. So there's no threads left hanging or anything like that. And it's like I pick up where I left off. So I just wanted to show you that. It might work for you. It might not. But that's how I like to do it. So here I will come over to the end here. I want to do one more row. Okay. I just can't grab anything today. There, I think that's good like that. I could go up the side, but I think I'm going to leave that in case I want to attach a little something on there. If I were to go up the side, of course, that might finish it off, wouldn't it? I'm going to go up the side. I think it just needs that little extra. I got an Instagram, I got a DM from one of my old hiking friends, my whole old hiking buddies. So, Anna, if you're watching this, hi, sweetie. I can't wait to get together. But she sent me a DM, and I haven't seen her in a long, long time. And she just asked, how I was doing. And she said, we really need to, it'd be nice if we could get together again. She only lives like 20 minutes from me. But she's busy. She has 2 daughters and a boyfriend and a little kitty cat. So I have a private account. I have a private Instagram, and I follow Anna on there. So whatever she's doing with her girls, or I see. She's not on a lot, but it was so nice. It's so nice to hear from someone that, and I told her I was just thinking about her the other day. I was going through some old photos, and I was actually looking for a new background on my computer, and I ran across a lot of the hikes that her and I went on, and it was just such a special time for me because I really enjoyed her company, and we'd have a lot of laughs. But I originally met her through Instagram and her hiking, and yeah, it's been nice. So she said she's leaving for New Mexico for a little bit. I'm so envious of all these people that are going away. They're leaving the cold. And I told her that we definitely have to get together when she gets back. But she stopped hiking, and she started kayaking. So there, okay, I think that's good. I like that. So I'm going to finish this off here. I'll show you how I finish. I just run, there's a loop here, and I'm just running this through the loop. And then I'm just gonna run it through like this. There we go. And I will glue that little piece down when it comes time. So there we have that. And I'm going to take a look again to see how it looks in my book. And then I think we will be good to go. Let's get this up here. Climb a few stairs. So what I'm going to do next, we'll finish this and put this in the book. I'm going to adhere these because I do like these here like that. And then I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do with this green tea is I'm going to attach this here. And then I think I will attach it as I bring it around. I have to be careful with this loop, only for the fact is I don't want it to get caught in the side. So maybe I'll attach it like that and have it run up this way. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to attach this. I'll get the front on. We're going to attach it down right about here like this. Okay. And then we're going to get this section here. Maybe right here. I don't know if I want to bring it up here. I think I want to bring it right down around here. I could put it right in this section as well. I just want to see where it's going to look. Maybe right here. I'm going to put it right in this area because this is where the whole little, there's a whole little group going on here. We've got our own little community going on right in this section. We're going to put it right here like that. I'm just going to press that together. All right, so we're going to get this on. And what I will do is I will get this all glued up and get it over on that page. Oh, and I think I'm going to start, because again, this is fragile, I'm going to start behind each picture because that's going to be my steady. I'm going to push this right over here into this as well. if I can, I'm going to get this over. So again, you kind of have to think of the details. I'm going to put some right on here. Anything that has a surefire, steady area on it. Put that there. Put that there. Down here. All right, that's what we're going to start with. And I can even put some here because that's where the flower is. All right. Then we can work with the sides and the tops and bottoms as needed. And it gives you a better space to hold on to everything. So we're going to get this here just like that. Get our tea down, our tea bag. Then we can start tacking these down here. I'm not going to do that on camera because it's a tedious task. You don't need to see that. But for the most part, you get the idea of what is going on. And I am going to put these down. I'll glue this one down, and then off camera I will glue the other one down as well. So we have this here. That's our little, all right. Okay, so I will finish getting the rest of this down, and then you'll see it again during another flip through. But I wanted to show you today what you can do with tea bags and what is possible and how to stitch on them. Just, how to be careful because they are delicate little creatures. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was tedious and a little bit long, but if you did like it, I'd love to have you give me a thumbs up, and I will see you down the road. All right, everybody, have a great day. Bye-bye.